did that. Go out. 87. Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me came out in 87. I was in high school. Alright, I'll be back in a second. I gotta go make sure I lock the front door. Sucks, I'm losing my hearing. Time is catching up to me. I had too many good years that I just squandered doing bullshit for other people. I learned a lot of stuff though. At least. I need to get my lip balm. Days and days, days and days, days and days, days and days. I don't know where my other lip balm is. It don't matter. I found some. Alright, I need to turn on my fan. It's muggy in here. I'm not using the swamp cooler no more because it broke. And now I have to maintain things and I don't want to, so. Woo! I'm getting my car refrigerator. I'm making a safety wagon, my apocalypse wagon. I'm outboarding it with like a car refrigerator that'll run off a jackery. And then I'm gonna put all kinds of good food and nourishable snacks and it's basically, you know, those farm stands. I'm gonna be like a mobile one of those, but I'm gonna be like a outreach with the scumbags, so to speak, of the community, the people that nobody cares about. I know what it's like to be one of them, you know. And so just have a couple basic tools, get a car charging unit, you know, stuff that the police should be doing with all of their resources, but they don't. As far as I'm concerned, as much as police sit around, they should be roadside service. They should be like help the little old lady get into her car. They should be all things like that instead of the sit around in a parking lot crew stuffing their little faces talking about the good old days when they were the star quarterback on the football team and they peaked then. There's a lot of unrest right now. There's so many earthquakes everywhere. I feel it. I feel it. Come on, do you feel it? You feel the unrest? The underrest? Earthquakes everywhere. The earth's shaking. Me and Mom, we ain't really worried about it much. The only way that our world is going to be impacted is by, like, more people moving here from other places, so I got to deal with more traffic, that's all. Because we're 7,000 feet in the sky. So, the earth's shaking, you know. And I was telling Mom when we were having her dinner, when I was feeding her dinner tonight, I said, you know what, Mom? I said, they don't get it. We are the weather. We are the alchemy. Like, I was born with nothing but fire, air, and some water in my chart and no earth. And, like, this is the season of fire and air. And very little earth. And so people have to learn how to ground themselves amongst the chaos. That's all you can do because there's going to be chaos everywhere. All over. And I'm never one of those people. Whenever I see videos of people in shock in the aftermath of a building collapsing or something, and there's like all these people standing around scratching their head, I'm the one like throwing boards. I'm like, you do this, you do this, you know, like we gotta do this, because I've had all this training in my whole life. So the preparation is living one day at a time and facing what comes in that day. This is what we've been training for. The earth is changing. It's evolving. Hi, I'm Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I'm a jack of all tirades. No, I'm a stay-at-home daughter. I'm so many things. I have to share all that I am here, because information should be free. And as scary it is. And no, I'm not a gamer. I'm not. I take care of Mom, and I know my personality too much that I can't. I'll get too enthralled, and I have to be amongst the world, and that gives me permission to not. So, you know, I talked. To each his own. Hi, welcome to my tiny tube. And so there's so many fires everywhere. I can't, like, I'm 52 years old. I'm autistic, and I don't play games. And I'm 52, and I've never seen so many fires. Like, this is the United States right now. It's wild. There's so much electricity in the air, because people are so stirred up. I'm stirred up. I'm going to have to intentionally meditate tonight, just to overcompensate with all of the... I'm close to the 35th parallel, so I'm in line with LA and a lot of other big cities. And so if you're a part of a frequency like close to the 35th parallel, 40th parallel, like a main city, you're gonna feel the sum of all parts of what everyone is feeling in that. Like, if you're in a peaceful place, you're gonna be at peace, you know. And karma has so much to do with it. Like, because when I made the commitment, this is the United States right now. It's gonna be a long night for a lot of people, because these are gonna grow as the sun goes down. Do you see that dude that got his that lived through the tornado? Now he's on TikTok talking about God and stuff. More power to him, you know. God's got just doing the right thing and taking care of people as I am trying to navigate through life, because there's always people that need more help than me. There's people that are so bad off right now. Like, there's a guy I saw, he made a post on Facebook, and he's like, dude, like, I honestly don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. You know, like, I did the right thing, because I like music, and I don't like copyright. That's why. And the kid's like in his 20s, and he don't got no family. And now he's just like, he don't got money for gas, and so like, all these people they could be frauds. I don't care. It's the good that you put out in the world. That's what comes back to you. And I just saw a TikTok of a doctor that almost lost his house in Utah, because Utah's on fire, Montana's on fire. Like, there's fires everywhere. People are losing their second, third homes up in the ski valley. You know, everybody's all worried about water. Why, you know, every freaking ski place uses water to make fake snow, so I'll believe they care about water when they stop that bullshit too. The Taos County showed up last night in Cuesta and said no to the hydrogen plant, and people did their homework, and I'm like, damn, I gotta freaking buy these people lunch. I need to find out who they are on the socials. And I don't even have to take. I'll just be like, hey, where do you want to eat? I'll pay. I'll go ahead and I'll go in the restaurant and I'll put like $50 on your name, and then you go in and eat. You know, that's how you build community. Mom and I like to drive around and give people water, because people lock out the taps, and they like, you don't get water, you're dead. 2-3 days, dead, dehydrated, dead. Like, we gotta really start taking care of each other. I just heard this Lucy Lawless lady, evidently she's an astrologer, she's becoming a big deal on the tubes, and she just did a 10-day road trip with her family down, like, went to Roswell. I wonder if she went to Taos, came to Taos, because it's such a touristy town. It's a place people like to come, because you're living in the past on the Pueblo at the People Zoo, where they have the admission window, and she's talking about how hard up people are, and I'm just like, I wonder how many times you like stop to help people change the time. Like, how many people that that's what needs to happen, is when people see people that are in trouble, you gotta help them. Maybe in the 10 days on their you know, they didn't see nobody in trouble. But every time I go to the grocery store, I see somebody in trouble. So if she's like, I want to go to her timeline, if, you know, no, because her timeline goes to Sedona, and I think that's silly. I think Sedona's on fire. They got a handle on that fire yet? And see, people have lived in the ethers for the better part of since the tech boom started. That's when the trades start. That's when less and less people went to go fight fires, because why would you if you got Grand Theft Auto 24/7, 365 on your TV at home and the nice creature comforts? Like, people aren't doing the work, so fires are going to burn hotter, longer, faster, because people aren't at peace within themselves. And whenever people are, we go to fake wars because boomers are in inner conflict with themselves. They can't resolve the fact that they're closer to the end of their life, you know, and like, they're looking back and they're kind of regretful, and then some are of the attitude, it's like, well, let's just go full board, F it. Like it's kind of interesting how the weather of I don't know what's going on in the South. I don't know what's going on in Australia. I know there's earthquakes in New Zealand, Venezuela. I know there's so much. And then, like, people are freaking bitching about a swimming pool. You know what I mean? Like, pretty quick it ain't gonna matter, because you're gonna be wondering where you're gonna print the new maps of the world, that the geography's entirely different. Because the world, we're in that. You know? RAC, like I said, it quit out last night, and I just don't even want to mess with it. So I just bought these. I have these 2 evaporated fans. And I'll go to Sonic, and I'll get a bag of ice on the real hot days, and I'll dump them in there, and it keeps it like 70. Well, now we're at 73 degrees. But there's a lot of people, man, they're just like, ugh. I got a picture of this late this morning from a gal that I gave one of Tucker's old cooling mats to, that her dog's using. She's getting use out of it. It's keeping her cool. No, that's all we're supposed to do, is be the stewards of this earth and take care of each other, you know. And I'm super stoked that they canceled the fireworks in Cuesta too. There's a fireworks ban. Just fireworks need to not even exist anymore. Like, think all the good that could be done with money that's wasted on little sparkly things that go boom. And I used to hang out with people that were like they had it was a very broad spectrum. I would always try to leave before the fireworks, because I don't like fireworks. I don't like them. Dogs don't like them. Cats don't like them. Birds don't like them. Mom, do you like fireworks? You do? I do not. Mom can't like fireworks. She's allowed, because she's an autonomous person. That's why I always give her choices every day. Mom, what do you want to eat? Mom, what color do you want? What color T-shirt do you want? Do you want to wear this shirt or do you want to wear this shirt? Do you want to wear this sweater or do you want to wear that sweater? Mom, you want to go for a ride? You know, like, she's the boss still, and she's happy because she gets to participate in her own life. And she's just not. I'm not just going around telling her what to do all the time. Huh, Mom? Because she's too willful. No, my mom is the most willful woman I've ever known, so I respect that. She's tenacious. I get my tenacity from my mom. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and things are changing for a lot of people. And I'm pretty sure that is that a heart, or should I do an exclamation? I'm more excited than I'm more lovey. Okay, just got a mess. Okay, yay! What is today? So next week. Woohoo! That's so cool. That's cool. Alright, that's cool. I got Mom some German chocolate cake. You want some German chocolate cake for dinner? Or for dessert before we brush teeth? Couple bites. Look, I took my hair down and took a picture of my hair. Look how long my freaking hair is getting. Oh my gosh. Where should I put it? Instagram? Should I? Age is catching up. Let's see here. Plus. I don't want to do that. Why is it going to be like that? Is that my girl dog? Let's see. How long has it been since I've done one of these? Wait a minute. Plus. Post. God, that was hard to find. Good Lord. User friendly? No, not really. Let's see. Which one do I want to use? Select. Cancel. Page. What's the matter? What the heck? It's not fun getting older. It's not. Here, we'll just do that. Okay, fine. Alright. It's cooling off in here, I think. Right? I don't think this needs to be up so high. I still look better than anybody else I went to high school with. I win! I'm not a proud Falcon. CBHS class of '92. Reading's kind of a hell portal of it by itself. You know it. You bunch of a writer. Would you like writing a letter? Let's do this. Letter writing drive. I'll be interested in that. There's all these people that are like getting busy. They're getting involved where they live. You know, like we let the powers that be go and just out of blind faith, and they bought too many licenses of cat and stuff like that. And there's just too many vacations, too many, you know, misappropriating funds. That lawless lady did mention, though, she stayed in the same hotel as that DUI hire guy, the Department of Defense douche guy. I don't know his name. His name isn't worth knowing as far as I'm concerned. He brought NASCAR. You know, that for the military, they spare no expense. They spare no expense. See, there's always enough for the cool guys. Even in the military, though, if they don't like you, you're going to get the bottom of the scraps. You're still not going to get the same privileges. People don't understand how much military members make. They have no clue. Because usually the people in the military aren't going to talk about how much they make. But if you, it's open to the public. If you go ahead and go look at the pay scales of the United States Air Force or the Army or whatever, and I don't think it's fair that these guys for years have been collecting $15,000 a month for years. And all their stock options, like it's all insider trading, all of it. What was I going to call today's talk? America's a Ponzi scheme. That's what I was going to call it. America's a Ponzi scheme. It is. It's a racket. It's all about buttering palms and bullshit. The deal. And they don't care about poor people. People don't care about people like Mom. They don't care about the old ladies that got their head slammed in a car door by a man she once loved. They don't care about the DV survivors. They don't care about the kids in the orphanage. They don't care. Because they haven't cared about her whole life. That's why I got to step up to the plate and be the man that my father couldn't when he promised to take care of her whole life. Well, he fucking wasn't man enough to do it. And my brother definitely wasn't man enough to fucking take care of the fucking messes that he made. And those are the men that are in charge of this country. So is it going down because why? Nepotism? Machismoism? Might is right? Bunch of old dudes pissed off because they can't get it up no more. It's not me, it's them. So, as we see things unfold, the more unrest people are within themselves, the more calamity they're going to reach outside. And I just am so grateful for the Creator to put me and Mom back in the cat's den, close to Cuesta, because that's where Mom was born. See, the bloodline brought us back here, 7,000 feet in the sky, from Salem, Oregon, mind you. Isn't that funny that we found out that she was born here after we moved here? That's a trip, man. That's a pretty dope-ass story, really, Mom. Mom, you got a really good story, Mom. Mom's been through a lot with her janky little feet. Her feet are this big. Her feet are the size of my... We gotta soak them tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So... take care of each other and things seem to work out. And the selfish, man, there's going to be so many life lessons to learn. There's going to be so many life lessons learned. Every day I got to decide, you know, you're going to live from your heart or you're going to let that ego run the show. What you gonna do, Marjo? What you gonna do? Which way you gonna go there, Marjo? And so far, consecutively for many days, I have chosen to live from my heart. Yay! Yay, heart! Boo, ego. And I've had an ego squash myself into submission. It's my placemates that just want to go out. Mom keeps me home and nice and safe. Huh, Mom? We go out for rides. We went to the store today. It was hot. Like, didn't I just pay a bunch of money for my air conditioner to work? And now it's not blowing cold air. So it blew cold air like, well, I don't know. But it was hot. So maybe it was just happening. I don't know. It should have been blowing cold air. I'm not satisfied. We'll see. Story on that will unfold. But I was like, Mom, it was overcast, so it was kind of muggy because the storms are passing through New Mexico. And so I said, well, let's run to the store since we got shade. It's not sun beating down on us. So we go to the store, and Mom goes inside with me today because it was too hot. I'm like, no, Ma, I ain't going to leave you in the car. You got to go inside today. And it's so funny how we get out because she swings her feet around and then she like basically grabs me, bushel in a peck, grabs me around my neck and then hangs on like a little monkey. And then I step forward, she puts her feet down. So we picked out some food, German chocolate cake, which we're about to receive. Right? Hopefully we gave that dude enough money that he could buy himself some gas and get to a place where he could at least be chill with his dog for the night and have to freaking, take the stress off his adrenaline glands for the night. Because they're not making it easy, people, for poor people at all. Dude, I would have, if I had an acre lot, I would have a place where people could just come pitch a tent, honestly. Take a shower, honestly. Wipe the freaking world off, clean that, like, people don't understand what it's like to not have a shower, and the world is so dirty and it's so gross, and then people spit on you. It's disgusting out there to people that don't matter. I'm down here under the cracks. I'm not down under the cracks, but I'll go down there and try and find people, make things more comfortable for them. Yeah, if I had an acre or two, I'd make a place where, yeah, you need to crash, just come crash, I just don't want people doing a bunch of booze and blues and I don't want demons roaming the place. And that's what happens when people do that stuff is they start taking the back seat to whatever willful thing they might do. And I just want to live a peaceful existence. I've been to war. I don't want to go to war no more. I don't want to fight nobody. It hurts. I don't want to punch nobody. I don't want nobody punching me. Like, I just want, why can't we all just get along, nice and light, Like, just, if people have beef, I think they should just dance it out, honestly. Like in the older, just dance it out. Dance it out. See who's the better dancer. You're the better person. There, you win. Yep. Ma, you going to sleep? Am I putting you to sleep? Oh, we're going to eat German chocolate cake, huh? Yeah. All right, that's all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a